guys, what's up? Welcome back to Untitled Chapter viewers. In this video, I'm going to go over the top 5 ways you guys can save battery life on your iPhone 10. Now, the iPhone 10 actually has a pretty good battery life to begin with. However, with these 5 tips, you will be able to conserve your battery throughout the day, leaving you hopefully with at least 30% or enough to get to a charger, so you're not plugging in halfway throughout the day. So let's get right into this. All right, so tip number 5 is gonna seem kind of obvious, but go into settings, scroll down until you see privacy, click on that, click on location services, and turn off any of these that you don't need. Set them to never. The other ones, I would highly suggest setting them to while using rather than always, because always means it can always track you. And first of all, that's creepy. And second of all, it's also a drain on your battery. Then after you get through that, go to system services and get yours set up similar to how I have mine here. So I've got mine set up pretty much to the bare bones that's usable. I turned off cell network search because you don't really need that. HomeKit, I don't personally use that. Location-based Apple ads, you don't really want your battery eating up because Apple's trying to serve you ads. Location-based suggestions, also got that off. Wi-Fi networking, also have that off. Significant locations, turn that off as well, it's creepy. And then all of these, I would turn off as well, but of course that's up to you guys. So that's tip number 5, let's move on to number 4. Now number 4 deals with auto lock. So if your phone is set to never auto lock and you accidentally set it down and it sits there for 15 minutes, first of all, you have an OLED screen on this thing. You don't want to get burn in. So if you accidentally set your phone down and you forget to lock it, you're going to want it to automatically turn off after a set amount of minutes. I personally like 5 minutes. So that means the screen dims at about 4 minutes and 45 seconds and then turns off after the 5 minutes. So to change this on your iPhone, you're just going to head into settings and then display and brightness and go ahead and change that auto lock right there. You can choose between 30 seconds to 5 minutes or never. But again, I don't recommend never. I also definitely don't recommend 30 seconds. That's super annoying because it'll be dimming the screen all the time. So I think 5 minutes is a sweet spot right there. So that's what I personally use. All right, so that was number 4. Let's move on to number 3. All right, so number 3 deals with your Wi-Fi and cellular connectivity. So as you know, if you go into Control Center here, you can toggle these options on or off. However, when you press this, it's not actually turning off Wi-Fi, it's simply disconnecting from the network that you're currently on. So if you want to turn this off altogether, you actually have to go into Wi-Fi and turn it off like that. So the tip here is that you're going to obviously want to be on Wi-Fi whenever you can, and you're going to want to turn that off when you're on cellular and definitely not going to be on Wi-Fi. That way the Wi-Fi chip is not actively searching for other networks and it will save a little bit of battery life for you. All right, on to number 2. This one is pretty much overlooked by a lot of people and there's really no reason to overlook it. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to go into settings, general, and then background app refresh, and you're going to want to turn this off altogether if you want to save maximum battery life. What background app refresh does is it refreshes the apps in the background when you're not using them, so that when you pop open the application, everything will be kind of loaded and up to date. But really, this isn't going to save you that much time. And in my opinion, it's not worth the trade-off of battery life, so I have it off altogether. However, you guys could just leave it on the apps that you actually really want to have background app refresh on. But again, for maximum battery efficiency, I have that off. All right, now on to the number 1 tip for saving battery on your iPhone 10. This one deals with your screen brightness. So what you're going to do is go into display and brightness in settings, and you're going to turn this to an acceptable brightness for you. Some people like it all the way maxed out. That is really bad for the battery. It's going to kill it really quickly. I personally like mine around this right here, just above the sun. That's how I have it on a day-to-day basis in the house and outside. At night, I bring it all the way down. But again, screen brightness is one of the number 1 killers of your battery. So if you drop this from say 50% to like 25%, you're going to notice pretty big gains in your battery. So Apple actually changed where they put the auto brightness. They put it under settings, general, accessibility, display accommodations, and they moved it there for whatever reason. But if you guys want to turn that off, I would recommend it just so that when you go out into the bright sunlight, it's not turning on your brightness all the way to the max. You have manual control over it. But that's kind of a personal preference. But if you have auto brightness off, then you can have full control over how bright your screen gets and how much battery you save with it. So I keep mine here and battery has been pretty good. If you keep it like at 75%, your battery is going to drop way quicker. So I definitely recommend somewhere around here that's comfortable for you to get maximum battery efficiency. So I've got one more bonus tip for you guys, and that's for notifications. So I recommend turning off any of these that you don't need all the time. And the reason I say that is because every time you get a notification, the vibration motor or taptic motor in your phone goes off and the screen lights up. And you really don't need that for apps that are always spamming you or stuff that you don't even need. That's eating up precious resources on your battery. So I recommend only leaving the ones on that you need. So those are my 5 tips for saving battery on your iPhone 10, iPhone 8, iPhone 8 Plus, or really any iPhone for that matter, plus the bonus tip. So if you guys think of any other ones that I missed, be sure to drop those down below. Be sure to hit this video with a big thumbs up if it helped you. Hit subscribe to see more videos like this, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.